you've messed with the forest, and now it's time to mess with the best, which is the Forest of Fear. Which I may have hyped up just a little too much hype, probably. I probably hyped it up just a wee bit too much. The Forest of Fear is very much so a level I enjoy, though. It has a neat little thing we'll talk about in a moment, but just aesthetically, I'm a big fan of it, just because I'm a big lover of all the spooky levels of the world, all those Mad Monster Mansions. I love a good spooky level. It's just a thing that I just really enjoy. Probably just because I'm a big fan of, like, Halloween time. I saw sparkle in that wall there. Probably a coin in that wall I can't get back down without just having to fall through the thing. But that's fine. We don't need coins, so we'll worry about it at another date, another time, next episode. We'll worry about it next episode. That's probably the best way to word that. Because, well, yeah, I was about to say something, but we'll talk about that in just un momento. We'll talk about that whenever it becomes relevant, because for now, the knowledge is eldritch and unknowable without understanding what is in our way. So the Forest of Fear. Aesthetically, I enjoy it. There are arrangements that I enjoy later on, but I just do not like this opening screen. Just because it's kind of just a little bit obnoxious having to, like, climb up all of those, like, grates, like, over and over again, because that's the first screen. You're going to have to do that every single time you play this level, just making the opening to the level kind of suck a little bit. But I remember there's some interesting arrangements within the level itself that we'll enjoy. Just like we'll enjoy that pipe beneath the earth one day. Probably this episode. Absolutely, this episode we'll enjoy it. But Forest of Fear, very interesting and fun level. We'll talk about it a bit more, but for now, we have a warped compact that has absolutely nothing to do with the Forest of Fear. We'll crack it open and take a look in it. But when you open it, you see not your reflection, but what you instead see is the void. There's nothing but the void in there. That warped compact contained the warped void. And, this is something that I believe I talked about at one point in the LP, but I'm not 100% sure, so we're going to talk about it again. Who cares? I don't 100% understand the logic behind how the levels are numbered, because the warped void is E5. The only way to get to the warped void is get the warped compact, which is in the Forest of Fear, E7. Why does E7 unlock E5? I don't understand the rhyme or reason behind why levels are numbered the way they are. Like, typically, like, the first area you go to is, and by typically I mean always, is always like, E1, N1, W1, S1. Like, the full, like, cardinal direction things make sense. Like, you traverse a world of cardinal directions in a way that makes sense. Like, you go from, like, the east to the north, and then to the west, and to the south. Sorry, I'm not great at my cardinal directions. I'm a big dummy idiot. We all know this. I just don't get the rhyme or reason behind it. And, like, it's not even just the warped void. Like, this happens all over the game. Like, even in this level, or this screen, we can see it. Like, you go from E1 to E2, and then you unlock E4, because the Castle of Illusions is E3. And then you unlock E6 from it. Like, it's very strange, and I don't get the rhyme or reason why levels are numbered the way they are. It's very, very confusing. What is also confusing is the void. Unknowable eldritch knowledge that we can't... There seems to be a lot of unknowable eldritch knowledge in this episode, which makes sense, because it's Spooky Town, USA. It's not the USA, but hey, who knows? Who knows? It's scary and unknowable. It might as well be the USA at this point, am I right, ladies? But yes, the Warped Void, very reminiscent of... Steal the Syrup's Treasure, the time attack from Wario Land 2, in that it's a weird, just kind of strange place that has, like, no bearing on reality, and I just love the Forest of Fear and the Warped Void's, like, aesthetics and how they play into this game, just because with all the, like, fiery cave levels, it's just such a treat to have, like, hey, here's this just bonkers bananas level. Here you go, have fun. So I'm a big fan of it. And what we can do is we can take these little warpy balls to warp us back into the Devil's Mouth. So we can come here and open the Grey Chest. We didn't spend a lot of time in the Warped Void for now, but we will return, and we may return sooner than you expect, because this is, like, what, the third to last episode? This is, like, what, episode 25, 24, 23? So yeah, because 25 episodes in all. But we have, for now, is not worrying about episode counts or numbers. We have to worry about this vexing valve. What will it do, this valve? It's just so vexing. You pop it in and you spin it? What a conundrum that I barely understand. I saw that sprite flicker there. I saw it. The little one of the screws on the thing. And It's a me! The pipe just pops out just like unceremoniously, just boop, I'm here. It doesn't show what it does, but you've seen the pipe. You know where the pipe is. You do know where the pipe is, right? Well, let's find it together. Let's climb this this grate together one more time, and then from here on out, I'm going to edit it out these segments, unless I just like botch this big time and start messing it up. Then I'll go ahead and edit it out. But we've made it past the hard part. Getting past those first two birds is always what really screws me up in this segment. And it's just this. Oh. There we go. Whew. Of course I say. Oh, that noise probably sounded really bad on the mic. Sorry, that was a loud whoo. I hooed super hard. I wasn't expecting to hoo that hard. Yeah. For a second, I was like, "Where the hell are we?" I was expecting to actually end up in a different area, but we're here, and I guess we'll deal. Well, actually, hold up. There's an arrangement that we could go up there and probably dodge more birds. Okay, yeah. We could go up there. We could dodge more birds. We could climb up that ladder, dodge birds like a sucker, or put the spearman down. We could bounce off his head and continue onwards. That doesn't help us much, because we actually do need a spearman, so... touche, game, you've defeated me. I need the help of the spearman, so please wake up, my guy. I need him to walk along this, enemy-only platform down there. If we were to step on that, we would just fall straight through. Something you don't see very often in either this game or Wario Land 2. I believe they were a bit more present in Wario Land 2 than they are in this game. They're very uncommon in this game, and that's Vampire Wario. I guess it's perfectly at home in this level. Let's go ahead and just infect ourselves, because I have no idea where we should be going at the moment. And wait, that is the, it's actually the green chest. We don't need the green chest. I suppose we could go after the green chest. On my level order, I have red chest, or in my, episode notes, I have get red chest, get green chest. But we've already opened the way to the green chest, so hey, why the hell not? Let's do the green chest first. Let's do them out of order. Let's be bad. Just once, let's be bad, you know. We've worked really hard at this game. We've savored the Forest of Fear very hard, so let's be bad, and let's do them out of order. What do you say? What do you say? No, I shouldn't? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's gonna go straight to my hips. Ugh, boy howdy. Unfortunately, I killed the spearman that I needed to destroy the throwable blocks, so we can continue onwards, but luckily there is a door we can enter in there to go ahead and respawn it. We would want to go through that door if we were trying to get to the red chest, but as we've stated, we're gonna be bad. We're gonna get this green chest before the red chest. How naughty indeed. Like I'm looking at my notes and they say, hey, get the red chest, then the green chest, but we're just gonna ignore them. How kooky and wild is that? Wow, what a wacky Let's Player this guy is, am I right? And I'm gonna wait for these bats to spin around so we can go ahead and get by. Bat free, we can come here, collect our key, and bada bing, bada boom, everything is goom. I was gonna say good, but then I was like, I guess I could rhyme it, but what rhymes with boom? And it was like, bada bing, bada boom, everything is doom? I guess, I mean, that would have rhymed, but, I mean, things were going good for us. I mean, maybe doom is good here in the Forest of Fear? Because it's evil and scary and spooky and bad, so you'd be like, oh yeah, oh that's so Doom, yeah, I love it. I mean, I guess Doom is a video game people love, so there's that. Oh, I guess this is why I ordered this the other way, so the day cycle would work the way we wanted. Doesn't matter. What is this? This is the Rift Removal Remote. Nice little alliteration there. Just gonna go ahead and pat myself on the back there. So those weird warpy balls that were previously in the Warped Void, I believe only in specifically one area. There may be other areas that it removes it from, but there's one important area that it removed it from. So in my notes, I have get the gray chest here. Get the great. Oh, I went the wrong way. So in my notes for the episode, I have gray chest, Forest of Fear, gray chest, Warped Void, red, green, Forest of Fear, and then come back for the red Warped Void. But we're going to go ahead and just go to the Warped Void during the day to illustrate that nothing changes. Oh yeah, there was some warpy balls here that we can get past now. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. And I actually have no idea where we should be going at this level now that I think about it. That could be a problem. We'll wing it. It'll probably be fine. This looks to be the green chest area, though, because the background is mostly green. That's kind of a nice little conceit for this level, is, since the level's, like, kind of hard to parse, they color code the backgrounds of the area so you can kind of tell which general area you're in. So like the background's gray, so we're kind of like, yeah, we're by the gray chest. It's kind of a neat little thing that they did. And are we gonna need this Burr to? Yeah, let's go ahead and like grab this Burr because I think there was throwable enemy blocks over here. I'm not sure if we're able to make it over to that area because I honestly I can't remember how this area is structured. I mean, that's probably what they intended, that they wanted to be weird and unknowable and hard to keep in your brain. And oh, there's another Burr over here. And there seems to be no way to utilize them, so I guess we'll just go through here and we'll find those warpy balls that disappeared on the, like, almost a level select screen, but in, like, the info for the level. Yeah, here we go. We'll go past here. And this will probably take us to the red area. So yeah, being bad for once, and ignoring my level notes, because this is what was last in my level notes actually for this episode. So let's go ahead and do it. And here we go, the red area for. Oh, I guess we hit the key. That's nice. Yeah, this area is super interesting. You just fall in and you have to like fall through. It's like some weird like platforming. It's some weird platforming challenge in my platforming game. How odd is that? It's very neat and very forgiving, and also not all that difficult. I mean, granted, we hit that key completely by accident, so that worked out to probably the best it could have worked out for. This is the brown prismatic crown, and actually, this is our last prismatic crown. Oh wow, maybe that's why I saved that, or I had this at the end of the episode, so we'd be getting our last prismatic crown here. But with that, we finally complete the set of 7 prismatic crowns, which completely colors in that hill, so it's no longer gray, and it has its nice little green grassy tint, which has done something. But we don't care about it right now. We don't give a hoot. We pollute. And actually, yeah, we're gonna get the red chest and then call it an episode. Where the hell is the red chest? Oh, the red chest is in the gray chest area. Yeah. The green chest area, excuse me, because this is the gray chest area. I said we'd edit this out, but I've already kept talking, and we're honestly kind of near the end. So I was complaining about this, like, oh, you have to do this, like, stupid, like, climbing segment every single time, but it's honestly not all that long. And once you kind of, like, learn how you should be dodging those birds, it's honestly not that bad. It's not that big of a problem. I don't enjoy it too terribly much. I feel like it could have been handled in a slightly better way. Oh, we're going to need this, I think we're going to need the Spearman's help to be able to continue onwards. I'm not 100% sure if there was a... Oh, wait, there's a ladder at the end of this, isn't there? I was like, aren't we going to need to turn into the Vampire Wario to be able to fly up here? But no, there's a ladder we can climb up. I'm a moron. We need a Vampire Wario to get up to the key. For the green key, which we've already done before the red one. Because we're bad gender-neutral boys. I love using boys as a gender-neutral term, as strange as that is. It probably is weird, but, like, oh, me and the boys, and then, like, half of them are girls. I don't know. Don't at me. It's a thing I do. I like it. It's the word boys is just, it's so pleasant and fun. Just, oh, look at that, like, boys in a McElroy sense. And I'm like, oh, look at the dirty boy. Look at the rough boy. That kind of garbage, etc., etc., whatever. You guys understand what I mean. Probably. I don't know. Maybe you don't. And that's perfectly fine if you don't, because sometimes I say things and I don't completely get them. So please question me on things you don't understand, because I may have just said something and not 100% understood it myself. And, oh man, I want to show you guys this place during the day. Oh, I'm such a goofus. I want to show you guys what this place looks like during the day. I'll have to remember to come here during the day when we come here for what will unfortunately already be the last time in the next episode. Because we're gonna be getting our third chest here in just un momento, as it were. We'll be coming back and we'll be getting all the coins and getting our final chest. The Forest of Fear. See, we slow cooked it and we savored it, but it didn't last that long, did it? What it will be doing, though... Oh, I didn't mention it. I started talking about it at the end of beginning of the episode. I never really ended up touching on it. But the Forest of Fear and Warped Void are just... I find them to be very interesting levels aesthetically. I think they have some interesting arrangements that I believe are fun. So I just end up enjoying them. But the levels are also completely self-contained as a pair, not self-contained by themselves, but as a pair, because anything you get in the Forest of Fear will either be a not required treasure or something that affects the Warped Void. And the Warped Void is, it'll either be not required or affects the Forest of Fear. So after you have the grab ear gloves, so you can pick up the hammer bot and continue, completely like in that screen we just were. So you can pick up the hammer bot, take him where you need to, so you can be inflicted with bouncy Wario to get up to the red chest and red key. After you get the grab your gloves, you can do those levels just like rapid fire. You're going to be able to complete them all, which is what we're doing here today. Also, this is key card clearance level red. That red chest gave us a red key card. How interesting is that? Kind of interesting. Not terribly interesting, but kind of interesting. Very cool. So that's going to do it for this episode. We explored the Forest of Fear. We explored the Warped Void. The next episode, we're going to do it again. And again. No, we're only going to do it once. I mean, we're going to do it once for the Forest of Fear, and then, twice for this level, because we have two things in here. I'll